And welcome back to barely making it adventures. It's like I got my tongue tied today. I don't know why. So getting ready to throw my wheel spacers onto the front of my 2019 Honda Talon. The wheel spacers, front and rear, came from Royal Distributing in Innisfil, but they have 5 locations. So they do have quite a bit of parts. Fantastic every time I've gone in. Always been very, very helpful. Wonderful people. You have any questions, comments, talk directly to them and they will get things straightened out. So now looking for the front, we're going to see there's the 1-inch wheel spacer. So that's the front set. The rears are obviously the 1.5 inch. I don't need to show that. But the unboxing, they come pretty good package as far as I'm concerned. I've never ever bought wheel spacers before. Oh, perfect. They come with the lug nuts. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that. But anyways, there sits the wheel spacer. It's going to be very, very simple. Just take the old wheel off, smack the spacer on, put these towards the inside so that way your protective caps stay outside. That's your best place for these. And be sure to torque these. Now, a lot of people don't understand, when you're running aluminum like that, aluminum has a tendency to compress. So when you're torquing wheels on, just because you put it on the one time does not mean, hey man, we're good to go, let's rock this thing out and let's destroy it. No, it means run it for, 50, 100 kilometers, then pull that wheel back off and re-torque these back on. I do know people that have blue Loctited them on. I can't say that's something that I really recommend, but if I ever have any of these come loose, the very first one that comes loose, you better believe me, the rest of them are going to get blue Loctited. There is no questions about that. So here's my overall wanting to see what the difference is. From the factory, these come out of the factory at roughly 63, I believe it's 63.4 inches side to side from the factory. So now obviously this is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I'm going to have to kind of half-ass guesstimate it because I don't have somebody helping me on the other side over there. But as you can see, roughly 63 to 64 and a half inches. 63 and a half as a rough idea. Now, there's machines on the market that are 72s and everything else like that. I'm not looking to go crazy wild, not looking to get the widest machine out there. I want a machine that's tight, functional, gets in where I want it to go, and gets right back out of where I put it. And so far, the Talon has not let me down. Now, here's another idea that I'm kicking around, and the wife says just to leave it as it is and do all my accents in a different color. I'm thinking anything that you see on the machine that's red, okay, red doors, skins, hood, etc. Even my little panels inside, with the exception of the seats. Eventually I will get bucket racing seats when I do the full cage this summer or spring. But I'm thinking about switching it so that all that red is a nice bright green, but we come back on with the Talon. Or if I do go the green, I was kind of thinking about doing the green urban camo, which I think would look pretty badass on this machine, and then obviously come back in with the silver highlights. I want the Talon claw back on if I go with the green where the red is. Can't say I'm going to, don't know yet, haven't decided, but the wife says I should leave it with the red. And she says every accent that I put on it afterwards should be green. Well, I kind of like the idea of it, to be quite honest with you. So I do have, for my winch, I do have a green stopper in the house for this. I'm going to transfer this over onto My Rubicon, the wife's winch came with a braided rope. She's got one going on her Rubicon, so there's gonna be a few swap outs here and there. So but today I'm just gonna get to it. I'm gonna get these wheel spacers installed, and if I got time, I did get a set of mirrors to put on here. Now I don't know if I got time today. I do have to get some sleep for work, and I do need to kind of unwind a little bit. So let's get this done and we'll see where we end up, and see how she looks after. Now keep in mind, okay, like I said, you look down that side, that back tire hugs in probably about a ½ inch or so compared to that outer tire, maybe even 3/4. Yeah, about a ½ inch. So I'm hoping with these wheel spacers that's going to make the difference. So let's get started.